Grab your balls.
It's time for Yarn Party.
She's Elizabeth.
She's Fiona.
This is Yarn Party.
It's our podcast where we talk about yarn.
Yeah.
A little bit about us. Fiona makes yarn. I use yarn. We live in the Portland, Oregon area, and we're here to yap at you about yarn and our projects and what we do with our yarn art projects.
Yes.
And if we go anywhere, if we do anything, this is the time.
This is the time.
Yeah. Oh, and we're friends.
Yeah, this is our friend appointment.
Yeah, this is our friend appointment that we film to keep us accountable.
You're also invited to the friend appointment by being here.
Yeah.
So what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing my Pressed Flowers cardigan.
She's really cute.
This was baby's first spin cycle.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is why it's basically one color.
But it's so pretty.
Also, I was shopping.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
Oh, how dare you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, we're good.
I was shopping for like cardigans the other day on ASOS, and they were all styled with these like bottom buttons undone.
Cute.
So is that what we're doing now? I don't know. I thought it was stupid, but
now you're doing it.
But I was like, I'll just try it in my own house.
Yeah. I think it's cute.
But I feel like they were doing more like this.
Oh, like all like really. I feel like that's like a early 2000s thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember doing that.
It's kind of silly, but whatever. I don't know.
Whatever.
Button your cardigan wherever you want.
It's cute.
Yeah, when this pattern came out, I was like, I want to do it in the yarn called for in the pattern, which is Spin Cycle Dyed in the Wool. And then, the contrast is, I forget what it is. But it's another Spin Cycle yarn that's literally just gray. And this is like the exact gray called for in the pattern.
Perfect.
Yeah, I feel like I love it. I wear it all the time. And this is, at the time, it was my magnum opus.
I want to make one looking at yours.
I want to make another one. I want to make another one that is possibly in the next size up, because this is like really fitted and I like it, but I'd like a little more room in the arm. Yeah,
and also like more, you don't want to make the exact same thing again, right? Yeah. So like have another fit.
But I always see other people wear them because it's like, sorry, you're not boring. I do feel like it's an iconic sweater to wear.
It is.
And to knit.
It is.
And I feel like everyone, the way it looks, the way it drapes, looks so different in different yarns. So I do feel like it would be fun in just, I don't know, a different kind of yarn to get a different kind of look.
Yeah.
But I love this. I strongly recommend the pattern. She's great. Mosaic knitting is my favorite way to do color work.
That's fair. Yeah. I know, I'm tempted. That looks really fun.
It's fun. And honestly, like, mosaic knitting is so easy.
Is there a ton of purling because it's knit flat? Is it a long purl back situation?
Well, so here's the deal. I don't know if you guys can see the texture is kind of gartery.
Yeah.
Like it's bumpy. So when you're doing the body of the cardigan, because this is sort of garter in here, you're not really purling that much.
I'm always looking for cardigans that don't have a lot of purling, honestly.
It's really just in the arms that to get these ridges you do end up doing. Which is,
if I'm in an arm,
an entire purl row, but like...
Not like all the way back on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Which is always when I'm like...
Yeah, but I feel like it's not that bad. So I recommend. And I mean, realistically, since it's mosaic, it's a lot of slip stitches.
Which we love.
Yeah, so you're, I don't know, skipping some pearls.
That's true. That's true.
You get out of them. What are you wearing?
So this yarn is from Super Glow Fiber. This is Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl from the Chaperone collection in the DK Boucle, and then I held it with a black Surrey to like make it darker. The pattern, I think I used, here's the thing, this is like my most worn sweater. I wear this when I want like a cozy hug from my best friend Lindsay. So it's a little, I wear it a lot, guys. It's a little worn. But with like between the boucle and the fluff, you kind of can't tell.
No, you really
so we're good.
Tell. Yeah.
It's just furry. It's just a furry sweater.
Like it looks like it needs a slight de-pilling, but like so does mine.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Yeah. It's just kind of what it is. And I do this thing with sweaters. I want to know if anybody else does this thing with sweaters, where I've made so many sweaters at this point that for the pattern, I mostly just follow like until I'm done with the armpit, and then I just like do whatever I want for the bottom. So I want to say this is the California sweater, but after this drop sleeve, I was just vibing.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's what it was. I like a drop shoulder so much.
Yeah.
I like it's real boxy.
It's the California sweater with artistic license.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wear it all the time. I want to make another one because I love throwing it on anything.
I mean, it was very hard for me not to just wear my inner peace sweater today, which is the sweater I wore last time we recorded, but I have been wearing it every day that I haven't been working. I have worn it. And it's so perfect and it's so cozy. And it turns out you should just knit the black sweater.
Knit the black sweater.
And I only don't wear it to work because I would get hair dye on it.
That's fair.
And I don't want that.
That's fair. Yeah, this is me wearing a colorful sweater also.
It's colors.
It's colors.
It's colors.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
Cool.
So we just had yarn crawl.
Do you want to do a yarn crawl recap?
I don't know how to recap it because I was just hanging out, trying my best to be awake.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so for those who are just joining us.
Oh, yes.
If you're new here, or if you forgot from 2 weeks ago, which is totally fair, Rose City Yarn Crawl happened last weekend. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what Rose City Yarn Crawl is, it is a 4-day event in Portland where there are... cat. Oh, yeah. We've got a
surprise cat. I don't want her to eat my yarn, but other than
she
that.
might not. It's really Goldie.
Goldie's the problem.
That gets into it. But so it's a 4-day event. This year there's 9 yarn stores participating, and every yarn store on each of the 4 days, for the most part, has a different trunk show. From either dyers, bag makers, sometimes designers come out, people that do notions. Like if you produce yarn or yarn accessories, this is the spot. Yarn Crawl.
Yeah.
And it is crazy to see how many people that come out. It's really fun.
It's thousands and thousands of people.
It's so fun. It just is so crowded as well.
Yeah.
And I do think, the stores try to make it like as fun as it can be. But at the end of the day, it's just lots and lots of people. And Fiona, who dyes yarn, you have your trunk show.
I have my trunk show the whole weekend. So historically, I sell out by Saturday, and that happened again, even though I brought 50% more things than I brought the year previously, which was already more than the year I brought before that. It was looking pretty slim by midday Saturday. And then Sunday we put out the stock that they had at the shop still, so people could still have a fun little shoppy time, but I laid on my couch on Sunday. So it was so fun. It was super wild. I debuted my sparkly yarn, and it sold out by Friday morning. So I was there Thursday. Friday morning, one of my regular customers came and just bought the whole row.
I'm imagining them just like coming and just...
That's kind of what happened.
Just like arm.
And she just walked out of there like this, and I was like, "See you later." Like, she's great. I love her. She's the best. But it's also so funny because whenever she buys yarn from me, she never buys like one thing to try. She's always just like, "I trust you." I
have committed.
So that was difficult because then everybody came later on Friday and we're like, "Where's all the sparkles?" But that being said, the sparkles did so well, and I've liked using them so much that they are becoming a staple in the shop. I am slowly putting them on the website. I know there's an easy way to do that, and I've just been doing it on my phone in my bed instead of bulk editing.
I also think that you need to make things available at the rate at which you can produce them.
Yes.
Like, you are one person.
I am one person. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're but one person. Like, the steam cabinet is only so large.
It is.
That, it makes sense in some ways that you're just taking your time, getting things up there as you can creatively get to them.
And I took this week off. I didn't do any yarn dyeing work this whole week. Beautiful. This is my first like worky thing where I'm talking about work. And I'm
technically work.
I tell my tax man it is when we go out to lunch after.
Yeah. It is.
It's work. But yeah, so it was great. I absolutely loved seeing how excited everyone was for the sparkle. Because, I mean, I talked about it on the pod a little bit. Like, I was a little hesitant. But everybody was like, "Sparkle!" So
So I feel like this proves we can bully Fiona.
It does prove that you can bully
that we
me.
want. Just saying, like it, and this is like bullying in like the cute, like kind sense.
Yes, exactly. This is like peer pressuring.
We don't want to write mean messages. We want to say, you know, it would be terrible if a tragic accident befell you if you did not dye sparkle.
But if you ask real nice and be like, I dream of sparkle yarn in your colors. I dream of it. It would be so lovely. It would make my heart so happy. I can be bullied into doing stuff.
Yeah.
I bought a bag of superwash to try out because Elizabeth bullies me.
Or non-superwash?
Non-superwash.
Fiona K. non-superwash yarn coming.
Maybe.
Sometime if we ask her nicely enough and consistently enough.
Yes.
Just saying.
It's true. It could happen. It could happen.
It could happen.
I bought a bag of it. Of non-superwash. Yeah. And I am still in like tired brain land. So if I say some weird stuff today,
it'll just be a regular
It'll just be a regular day.
Did you get to get out and shop at all?
I did. I have a small crawl haul. So the Northwest Wools where I was at, they also had other trunk shows while I was there. And I'll show you in haul time. But one of them I always shop every year because it's like really special. And then on Sunday when I wasn't at the shop, I went to Naughty Lamb so I could get a little yarn there. So I went to one place.
Yeah.
But it was cool. So we can talk about that later.
We can talk about it. I mean, I did not vent at a trunk show at Yarn Crawl, so I got to shop a little bit. And I didn't, honestly, this year, I feel like I've been busy in life and was not the most excited about like running around to 9 different yarn stores in a weekend.
That's fair.
Which has nothing to do with the shops or crawl itself. It was just my personal mood.
Mm-hmm.
But I did make sure to pop out to see Fiona on Thursday so that because I knew there was no other way that I was getting there. Like, otherwise it was probably going to be Sunday, and it just felt like, okay, this is not.
And you're like, I hope Fiona's at her house.
If I want to buy Sunday. A thing, I knew it was going to have to do it Thursday. And then I skipped Friday because I don't normally work in the salon on Fridays, but I did work that Friday. And by the time I got done, I just was like, I could hop out to a couple of places, but I was very peopled out at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, I made it to Ritual Dyes, which had a line fully down the block.
Oh my gosh.
And like, good for them.
Good for them.
But that line was long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I waited in the line. At the point at which I was ready to bail, I was like 5 people away from the door and just
you're like, I might as well stay here.
Yeah, figured why not. And the reason why there was a line, it made sense, is because the shop is not very big. Mm-hmm. So they were just trying to make sure that, like, fire codes, I don't know, you can only fit so many human bodies into the shop. And the line was moving. It was moving quickly, but, you know, is what it is. And then I had meant to get out to Naughty Lamb on Saturday. Brett and I ended up driving out there to go wine tasting. So that area way southwest of Portland is basically in our like Oregon wine country.
It's so fun.
And we had gone out to go wine tasting, and you know, my husband is like a saint and was like, oh yeah, I'll take you to 2 yarn stores. Like, it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. And just because I waited in the line at Ritual Dyes too long, the timing didn't work out. So I did miss that.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. Plenty of opportunity.
So much yarn.
To buy yarn. And then I went up to Weird Sisters to see my friend Kacey on Sunday.
Yes.
And
Kacey came to see me, which made me so happy. Like, a lot of people came like on Thursday or Friday to like give me hugs. And then I was wanting to go to their shows, but I was either at work or done.
Fair.
But I got to hug Kacey, so that was fun.
You know, so good to see her. I'm so excited. Hi, Kacey. I hope you're watching.
Hi, Kacey. Move to here. Move to here. Move to here.
Ooh, bullying.
Move to here. I heard that bullying was in the works already, so we're just continuing.
We will always encourage anyone to move here. You just should. Yeah. There's 9 yarn stores.
There's 9 yarn stores.
There's like 14. But
yes. And I feel like there's always more that pop up,
there's always
too.
More. If you love yarn, this is the place to be.
This is the place.
Yeah. I mean, we're already talking about yarn haul. Do we want to do our haul now?
Let's just do our haul.
Okay, what did you haul?
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's at the bottom of my bag. So first of all, shout out to Black Pearl Magic again.
That big ass bag, he was big ass bagging.
Including when I was prepping for the kits for Yarn Crawl, I fit 60 skeins of yarn in this bad boy to haul up my stairs.
So it can fit a couple projects.
It can fit, a handful of things. So, okay, so crawl haul specifically. I got some beautiful Mowry and Co. wool goods. I feel like they're all going to be friends in some capacity.
It would be a shame if this disappeared out of your bag.
So Sarah Mowry is like one of the dyers where before I started dyeing, she was one of my faves. And then when I started dyeing, I was like, I want to dye just like her. I love her so much. And we've become like internet friends. So that's cute. So I had to go to Naughty Lamb and hug her in real life. And it was a cool moment.
So pretty.
So this one is Edinburgh. It's got hella speckles. And also it was very validating. We were talking about speckling. And she said, I know a lot of people like measure out their speckles, but I just kind of vibe how I'm feeling that day. And I'm like, me too, friend. So some of them, you got to like dig through and find the one with the speckles that you like. This is Edinburgh. This is Charmed. She's real cute. And then this is Seance, which I regret not getting more of, honestly. I could make a sweater out of this.
This feels like a book cover.
Right?
You know?
Isn't it so good?
Like, this feels like I'm going to run through the woods and discover myself, and also that I'm a witch.
Yes. So these three, I feel like, are friends in some shawl situation.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, or like, these are going to be socks and that's going to be a tank top.
This would be like a really fun fade.
Right? That was... I stood there for so long, like picking things up, putting them down, picking things up, putting them down. And these came home. And then I also got her show exclusive Pixie Mischief. These are going to be socks. But it's so cute. And like, look at all the speckles. Yeah. So that was part of my haul. And then, so at Northwest Wools, we have this lovely lady that comes through. Wendy. Her business is Shaggy Bear Farms. And she's really cool because it is like her farm, right? She said she has over 200 sheep. And
that's the dream.
It kind of is, but then she also was like, after she does Saturday and Sunday at Northwest Wools, and it's like absolutely insane for her too because people love her so much. And we were packing up on Saturday, and she was like, I still have to go home and do chores. So
she's gonna go babysit the sheep.
She's gonna go choring. So I got some roving from her. I got a Corriedale, and then I got a Cormo, and I'm probably gonna over dye them, but it's fun because a lot of her fiber, it'll say the name of the sheep it's from. So this is from Rena. Thank you, Rena. The Cormo does not have a name on it, but Rena. Unnamed Cormo.
Jane Doe.
And then she
Cormo.
also had, oh my God, there's so much stuff in here. This was nuts, guys. I'm sorry. So she also has this she has a lot of yarn blends that are like not your typical ones. So this is Pygora and Silk.
Yeah, Pygora.
Totally.
What's a Pygora?
I want to say it's a goat. Can we Google it so I don't look stupid? I have a corrections corner from last week for me confidently saying the wrong thing. So stay tuned for that during whip time. But anyway, I bought some of this from her last year, and then I didn't buy enough of anything. So I was like, you know what? These will be friends with the ones I have.
It's a goat.
Okay, it is a goat. Can we see? It's so cute. It's so freaking cute.
Wow, I love that goat.
So yeah, I got some Pygora silk fingering weight, and then this hefty guy, which is Merino and alpaca lace weight. It was $28 for 1,000 yards.
So how could you not?
How could I not? It also smells like a farm, which I kind of love. It smells The whole
It does.
The whole room just like smelled like a beautiful farm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving farm show.
It's giving farm show. So that's what I got from Yarn Crawl. I guess there's one kind of tangential haul
Yeah, go for
thing
it.
that's not.
Go on your tangent.
It didn't happen during
side
Yarn.
quest.
It didn't happen during Yarn Crawl, but I've been thinking about it for so long that I bought it yesterday. So I got this absolutely insane Lanapaca yarn. Yeah, it's called Lanapaca from Urth Yarns. It's 50% baby alpaca, super baby alpaca, whatever that means.
Super baby.
It has
It's a super baby.
It has superpowers, or it's very young.
Good at being a baby.
It's so good at being a baby. And then 50% wool. It's like this crazy like teddy bear boucle situation. Squeeze it. So I got this pink for I'm making a bunny for my child. So this is also in like whip time. This is the body.
The body and legs. Okay.
This is the body and legs.
We need to come back to this.
We'll come back to my bunny side quest. But anyway, so I got the pink for my small child. Because I was also like, I need to see if I can do anything with this or if I want to die. And then I got black because I'm going to do a cardigan where I use some of my weird art yarn for like a colorwork yoke and then this weird stuff for the body.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so warm, but I'm going to wear it to Rhinebeck where it's cold.
Perfect.
So it's fine.
Or very hot.
We were at Olin Fair last year. We were like on the water and we all thought we were going to like freeze our noses off our faces. So that's my plan for that. Yeah, that's my haul.
Beautiful.
That's my haul.
In this paper bag, which I feel like maybe I should put on the ground so it doesn't crinkle. So
ASMR time.
Apologies in advance if I crinkle at you. I did pick up. So on Thursday I went out to see Fiona, and she dyes yarn. Don't know if you heard. And I got a couple of these guys.
Look at those.
So this is the Stampede sock.
Ooh.
In Stampede.
Stampede.
Oh, Stampede.
It's French.
Le Stampede. Chosette. Oh, Sorrel.
Yes.
That high school French is
good.
really coming in handy. Yeah, it looks like this. Fingering weight. I got two because if you get two, then you didn't buy a single skein of yarn.
Yeah.
And
it has a friend.
And thus.
And I think those were the only two left also.
Yeah, I did snag these two. I came in fully intending to buy something else because I had like a vision. And I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. But because what had happened was a few friends came over to Fiona's house before Yarn Crawl and we got to label things, which was really fun as a way to help your friend, but also as a way to like pre-shop.
You are pre-shopping Yarn Crawl. and also then I buy you beer after.
And then she bought a spear and it was great. and those waffle fries.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I've been doing this thing where I'm not buying single skeins of sock yarn anymore because I have too many of those. And if I buy two, it's tank top. I don't know, whatever. So I bought these two, but they're cute. They're pretty. It's like red, but also brown.
Red, brown, orange.
I love these.
It was inspired by sorrel colored horses, which are like a rusty brown orange guy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nay.
It's from the Midnight Rodeo collection. It was all horsey over there.
And then I popped over to Original Dyes, waited in the line.
And
I got from the collection she did for Yarn Crawl. This is the color Sirens.
Which is so pretty.
I initially wanted this on DK and it was sold out. And so I bought these two in fingering. And then I did go ahead and do the pre-order online in DK. Why? I don't know. I just did.
But like, what if you missed out on it and then you'd be sad?
It truly is like a colorway that I saw and was just like,
duh.
I gotta. And I have a plan for the DK. So I want to make the Sea Breeze sweater vest by Park Williams to wear to ZK in June. So
remember when you weren't knitting things for occasions?
Well, yeah, but this is because they're Jessie May and Park are going to be like the keynote speakers at ZK.
That'll be fun.
So the whole thing is we're meant to like knit one of their patterns to wear.
Cute.
And I just figured it looked so cute. Why the heck not? It is like modeled as like a cute swim cover up, but also I think would be really nice over a long sleeve t-shirt. Anyway, so I got these 2.
Yeah.
And the sock base is 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. So, it looks like that. It's soft. And then Sunday, I went up to Weird Sisters and did the thing again. So this is Kacey's yarn.
Pretty.
Kacey Knits. This is her sock yarn in Viridian.
So pretty.
And here's the thing about Kacey. She does this really beautiful...
Let me hold.
Oh, yeah, you can hold it. The way she does her colors, like, they don't really pool. I do appreciate that she has swatches of everything sitting out.
Yeah.
And you can see, like, there's not a lot of pooling. It is just there's not a lot of flashing. It's just sort of like blendy. And it's a gorgeous little style.
It's so pretty.
And I'm not opposed to pooling either, but I love this and I love this green.
This is so pretty.
And then they had, so I missed the Ex-Libris trunk show, but they did have some of her yarn still there. So I got, continuing on the theme of, I got 2 skeins. 2 of these guys. And this is the Joyce base, which is part silk, which I'm currently knitting into a different tank top that I fudged up on the sizing. It's a long story from a long time ago. I will come back to it, but I do really like this base. So I got a couple of these, and I got
what else?
4. They only had 4 of these.
Oh, that's so pretty.
This is DK in this black, and I got 4 of them. With no plan. I feel like the yardage, unfortunately, is like not, I've looked up a few things. It's like not quite enough for a garment in any of the garments that I like. So maybe a shawl?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Drama. The drama. Make the black shawl.
I feel like I need to talk to a friend of the pod, Renee, because she's done some really beautiful shawls. I am also very clearly
having a moment,
embracing like going back to my roots and my like dark girl era. It's happening. I've really tried. I think what happened was
too much time with Fiona.
I think what happens is I'm a sponge. I think what happened is I spent a lot of my 20s and 30s. I was in cosmetology school, and then I worked in a salon where in both instances there was an all black dress code. And as much as I am an all black girly, it just, when you're forced to do it, it's not as fun.
Yeah.
And then the world got really stupid and dark, and even though I was not required to wear all black, I don't know, I just started trying to dress in brighter colors and embrace an aesthetic that I used to call art teacher at the gnome school.
I love art teacher at the gnome school.
And
you know, I have a lot of friends that fit that vibe, right? And I love them for
art teacher at the gnome school.
Yeah.
But I don't know, lately I'm just like, man, I miss my like darker wardrobe. I feel like it works for me. It's the palette I'm most comfortable in, and at the end of the day lately I find myself reaching for like my all black outfits more and more. So we're just embracing it. And again, I knit the black sweater and it like unlocked a thing in my brain.
You're like, I only want to wear the black sweater.
Well, I was just like, oh, so you can just do it. It's not that hard. It's scary. So yeah, that's that.
Here are these guys.
Oh, let me throw them back in. This brings me to, should I do it now?
Yeah.
The Easter egg?
Easter egg.
Easter egg time. So credit where credit is due. As I'm putting things away. Haley from the Knit Weekend podcast does an Easter egg giveaway on her episodes, where at some point in the middle of her episode, she asks the community a question and gives away a prize. And I want to do that too, because I think it's really cute to go through her comments and see her like getting to know her community. And I want to crowdsource y'all's ideas. So here's what we're going to do. I want to know, obviously I bought a bunch of sets of two skeins, which for me is generally enough for a t-shirt or a tank top. What is the best fitting, your most worn tee or tank that you have knit? Tell me in the comments what that is, and I'm going to pick a winner, and your prize will be the pattern. I will buy you the pattern of your choice on Ravelry. And
it's like a random pick, right? We're using the number generator.
I'm going to use the number generator, But honestly, if you type in a pattern that I'm just like, oh, how have I not seen that? Because I feel like I've seen every tee and tank that exists at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not, my next cast on is not calling out to me.
Yes.
So suggest, and I want to know truly from you, you've made it, you've worn it, you reach for it all the time, favorite tee or tank, and yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to pick someone to get a free pattern.
Yeah.
Easter egg.
Excellent.
And we're not going to tell you where this is.
Nope.
So hopefully you found
Secret.
it. Okay. But yeah, that's the crawl haul.
That's the crawl haul. I feel like also another thing about crawl was I had viewers of the pod say hello, and every time that happened, I texted Elizabeth immediately. It was super cool and also crazy to realize that we're not just shouting into the void, and it's not just Elizabeth's sister and my friends from college that watch this. So that was cool.
Hi, Bee.
So yeah, that was really fun.
It is. Here's the thing.
And a lot of people said upload more. Ooh. Ooh.
We could try.
We could try. We could try.
I mean, here's the thing, not even doing this every 2 weeks, like not much happens to us in 2 weeks.
No, not really.
We've skipped many weeks though.
We have skipped many weeks.
Maybe we just need to achieve consistency.
I think consistency is a good start.
Okay. Yeah, it is. We see when people like the episode, we see when people subscribe, we see when people leave comments, but it does, and I've heard people say this before, it's, people don't feel real when they're just leaving a comment. I mean, you're real to us.
Yes. I love looking on my little phone at all of the comments.
Like, hi. But it's so different than a human being coming up to you and just being like, hi, I watched the podcast. So
yeah. And we were thinking maybe, perhaps, it's too soon to tell, but maybe we do a little meetup at Flock Weekend.
If you're up for
If y'all want to come knit, we can go have a little beverage and a little knit meetup. Yeah. Yeah?
Or even depending on where your booth ends up, a meetup in the booth.
A meetup in the booth. A meetup in the little talkie middle area.
Yeah, like a designated time to come say hi.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, TBD, details to come. There's still so many months to sort that out.
So many.
But yeah, I feel like Flock is the next.
Is the next thing.
Big event.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, do we want to get into what we've been making?
Yeah, let's do that. We're doing everything reverse, which is fun.
Yeah. You got finished or no?
No.
Yeah,
we're doing finished. I thought we were doing whips. I can do faux. Faux or whips? Which would you like?
First day.
We've never podcasted before.
Who cares? Nothing matters.
Okay.
Who decided?
So I finished these socks.
They're done.
They did not even come to Yarn Crawl because I didn't have room on my display for samples, which was fun. My lovely best friend Annie helped me because I also hurt my thumb the day before setup, which was really fun. Not doing anything from sleeping too well. Hyper mobility girlies rise up. Anyway, so I had an injury and then I had to go set up all my stuff. So my best friend Annie came in clutch. She showed up. She loaded the wall. I thought the wall was going to fall over overnight. We had so much stuff. So there wasn't space for my beautiful samples that I made.
Yeah, the socks really would have weighed it down.
Yeah.
These are so cute though.
Anyway, these are the Ooey Gooey socks, or as they're called in my notebook, the Sparkle Goo socks. We have them in Sparkle Motion and Sparkle Goth, and they are inverted, which is fun.
I do like that you inverted them.
Yeah, I think they're cute.
I wish I had done that.
There's always time to make more because it went really fast.
You do go really fast. I have enough yarn to do another pair.
It's also because these were full-size skeins, I could do another pair of these with the yarn I still have left over. Yeah. So anyway, Sparkle Goo, they're done. They're really cute. And I also finished, oh my gosh, I made such a mess on this couch. Okay. So during crawl, I was sitting there and I finished these socks too. These are just little Rose City rollers, but they're in my, Demon Hunter color.
So cute.
So you can see how that stripes up. I also had a really fun interaction at crawl. There was a guy who came through and he had a blacklight flashlight. And he was like, oh, do any of these glow? And I was like, absolutely. And he flashed my wall with his flashlight. And then I was like, no, do these. And they were like, so glowy. And I guess he is like a Ren Fair guy and likes to knit at the like after parties at the Ren Fair with like so he's like,
I'm just saying, if you don't have a hobby, and you're watching us, so you do, but like, literally anything. When people don't have hobbies, and then you hear about stuff like this, I'm just like, what are you doing over there?
Right? He like knits at the Ren Fair after party. I mean, he does Ren Fair and then goes to after party, and there's a lot of like blacklight stuff. So he's like, I want to see if my yarn will work there. So that was super fun. But anyway, I finished these, and the blue and the purple glow. So that's fun. And then last thing, well, almost there. So I finished my spin of Nemesis from last time. I had the fiber, and just for funsies, I pulled out my very first spin that was the same color. This is like maybe the second thing I ever did on my e-wheel. And it's real chunky and thick and thin and very silly. And then this was the new guy, which I did on my big wheel. I feel like for consistency, it would have been cool to do it on my e-wheel, because I'm still learning like how to use my big wheel. But anyway, look at the growth, guys.
But it's so nice to see like a change. Also, the way the colors look so different,
right?
Like obviously, I'm assuming that these bats were dyed at different times as well, but like
they were, the braids were dyed at different times. But the thing is, this like became so much thinner. And then I also did what's called a fractal spin, which has to do with like how you divide it up and spin it. So I had a technique here, and this was purely vibes. But yeah, so I don't know. I just like seeing them together.
It's so cute to see.
They're so cute to see. Yeah, and then I have one more thing, but it's going to lead into whips. So do you want to go?
I don't have any finished objects.
Okay, so we're just going straight into whips.
Nothing, so we're going right into whips. So keep rolling.
So I'm going to keep rolling. I have a lovely student who, hold on, I need to face the camera when I'm talking and not show you the back of my head. So I have a lovely student who volunteers with an organization that basically like sets up foster kids with all of the good clothes and baby supplies and all those things. And they were looking for knitted and crocheted rabbits for Easter time. So she was like, do you want to knit or crochet rabbits with me? So we've been spending our class time making little rabbits, which has been really, really fun and cute. So I made this guy. I crocheted this guy. He's like a lovey, so he has like a fat head and then he's flat. I crocheted this guy on Monday in one day, in one go. And it really like filled me with joy, and I'm really excited to donate him. It's just kind of like that blanket yarn from Joanne's, rest in peace, Joanne's. So but he's so cute. Yeah, I'll put the pattern in the show notes because I don't remember. It was some pattern I found on Etsy, but I'm not the most experienced crocheter, but it felt like it was really easy to like vibe with this guy.
Yeah.
So of course my child saw this and went, wait, I want one.
Fair. But
she wanted it with a plump body. So that is how we got this, which I did this morning.
Body, yada, yada, yada.
I know. I like floofed it. I really stuffed it. So anyway,
it's a body.
It's a body. Body yaddy is going to be in this guy. And it's so... When I started her bunny project with this, I was like, oh, I'll knit it because I'm more comfortable. But then to make it thick enough that the fluff didn't come out, I was knitting at such a small gauge that I was splitting everything and getting really angry. So we crocheted it, baby. And guess what? This yarn, if you crochet it, you can't see any of the mistakes that are happening. But also you can't see your stitches. So I just vibed, but it made a shape. So we're good.
Yeah.
And it's being given to my child. So if there's secret holes in it, I'm not super worried about it. Secret holes.
I mean, what's the mistake? Just a stitch we haven't met yet.
But anyways, this will be a bunny. This is just the body that I did this morning. So
cute.
That's fun. But yeah, I'm in like bunny land, making a lot of bunnies. Yeah, I love this guy. Look how cute he is. Yeah, I'll probably make more of these because I think I have like 2 more weeks before I am going to donate them. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It feels good with all of the things being on fire. It feels really good to be like, I'm just going to make cute things and donate them. And the organization like specifically like asked for it. So I don't feel like I'm just giving them a bunch of stuff they can't use. This bunny. Please deal with my bunny.
I mean, this is great because, so I'm trying to bully Fiona into watching Buffy, and I've just actually completed Buffy in my Buffy and Angel tandem rewatch, so floppy, hoppy bunnies. For the 2 people that are going to get that.
This is more me being bullied by you, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, that sounds, I want to know what that's about. I want to know what floppy, hoppy bunnies are about.
It'll make you cry.
Now that I'm in bunny territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my whips and my finished objects. And
you did it.
Oh, wait, no, I have one more whip.
Oh my God, keep going.
I have one more whip. I have one more whip because this is my corrections from last week. So I made progress on this steeked sweater, which once again, I don't remember the name. It's going to be in the show notes when I look it up. Look, we've made progress. We have sleeves.
It does look really good.
I'm really into it. It's very cute. She's so cute. So my correction from last time, because my best friend Annie watches the channel, she was texting me and laughing hysterically how I'm so bad at time, which is real. I am very bad at time. Tweety, I said it was released in like 2016. It was released in 2020. You know, it's a time. But I was so like confident. I was really channeling the confidence of a mediocre white man in that moment, where I was just like, everything I say is 1,000. No, if it's a time thing, don't trust me. But anyway, I got this in 2020. It's still vintage stash in my opinion because that was the before times.
It's seller aged at that point.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, she's cruising. She's going. Or just knitting in the round. I'm gonna make it a little cropped because I want to wear it over dresses.
It's gonna be really cute.
I'm really excited. So now I'm done.
Okay, now she's done. I only have 2 whips. I swear I've been doing things for the last 2 weeks, but you know, shit happens.
Working?
I don't know. Okay, so I am test knitting for Tori U.
Are you allowed to show it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't sure.
Showed it last time. Yeah.
But it was barely anything last time.
It was barely. It's not a secret test knit.
Okay, good.
So this is called the Cosmopolitan Tee,
which is so cute.
And I mean, it looks way more like a t-shirt now.
It does look like a t-shirt now.
So she is, if you've done the Avenue tee, actually I feel like the construction's a little bit different, but like it's your standard top down,
isn't it compound raglan?
Maybe. Let's call it that. It's not, or is it contiguous construction? I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for class. It's top-down t-shirt. What do you want?
It's cute.
I didn't design it. Ask Tori. Call her.
Call her.
100 Tori. What'd you do? So, yeah, I'm test knitting this. I think last time you saw it, I don't even think I had joined in the round for the body.
No, I think it was just the little strip of the top.
So, a little strip of the top, and there are these really cute nice sleeves.
They're really cute.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. I am knitting it in Fiona's yarn. The color is called Raise Hell. It's the Stampede sock. I am doing helical knitting, which is why there's 2 bits of yarn coming out. And I don't know, I love it. Like, especially right now, it's just a big tube.
It's too bland.
I am coming up onto a place where I have to decide how long I actually want it. I think the length of stockinette in the pattern is like 10 and a half, 10 and a quarter inches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long I want this. Like, I just don't. So I don't know. I did block it. Where is my marker? When I got to like this place in the body, I blocked it. So I've only done maybe like 2-ish inches since then. So I think I have about 8 inches of the body right now. I did pick up and do the collar just because when I tried it on without the collar, it was so wide.
It's hard to imagine the image when there's no collar on it.
And that's pretty standard when you've got a garment, they're going to do a ribbed collar. That ribbing does like pull things in so much. So I haven't tried on since then, and I just need to do that. But we're
It's
rolling.
so cute.
I would really love to just have this done. Like,
Mhm.
I'm having a perfectly fine time doing this pattern. I love it. It is great, but I'm also just like itching to move on to the next thing. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Now
I'm
that you're in
hoping-
Tube Town.
Yeah, now that I'm in Tube Town, I'm hoping this weekend I can at least get to the ribbing, if not get it started.
Yeah.
And then I'll just have to go in and you do a little bit more length on the sleeve. So I'll pick that back up. But yeah, it's going great. And the yarn is great. The dyer is beautiful. We love her. Yeah, I normally don't helical knit because it's annoying.
That's fair.
But I am actually really happy I'm doing it because it's evening some things out. And I don't know, I still have one of my swatches. I did cannibalize one of my swatches for the collar.
You got it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if this fabric looks especially different one-to-one. But either way, I'm glad I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to approach doing the sleeves, though.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the
We
helical
talked
knitting.
about that.
Yeah, we talked about it. Friend of the pod, Renee, sent me like a video to watch. I proceeded to immediately lose it.
Yep.
I'll have to go back through our chat and look at the link. But yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if I even want to bother helical knitting on the sleeves since it's lace.
I don't think I would.
Yeah. And even when I had been... So because it's top down, I started immediately helical knitting, which you do like the trapezoid on the back. So it back here, and I guess to some degree on the front too, it's like 2 rows of one skein and then 2 rows of the other. And then when I joined in the round, it's hard to explain. So it's at a certain point you join in the round and you are doing the lace and you're like going through the
you're
front
going
and the
all the way.
which is why I have all these markers in here. This pattern is not scary because of the markers. I just like stitch markers. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm a big marker girly.
Oh my gosh.
So I was doing helical knitting and I was switching my yarns across the back, and then I got to the sleeve. I think I tried to do like a few stitches of the lace sleeve with helical knitting, and my brain was just like, what if you didn't do that?
Yeah.
So I literally just cut one of my yarns, knit across the sleeve, and then I just did helical knitting across the front. So I was just like, in that moment, I would rather weave in an extra end than figure this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I haven't figured it out, and part of me just feels like, because it's already a texture.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, like weigh it in the comments. What would you do? Worst case scenario, I don't helical knit and I don't like it and I rip back. Like,
yeah,
that's not a big deal.
We can do that.
But yeah, that's been my main whip. Here's the thing: testing for Toriu is fabulous. This is my second time doing it. Her patterns are like done. There are like no notes to give, and almost everybody in her testing Discord is just like, I have hyper fixated on this project. This is the only thing I can work on. And I feel the same way. This is primarily the only thing I have worked on. The only other thing that I have put any kind of time into is
the Stella Quilt blanket.
But like, I don't think I've added much since you've seen it. I did. Where's my beginning? This is my first square. So I think I added like 1 square since you saw it, maybe 2.
But like, look how cute it's becoming.
Yeah, it's
look,
becoming
ta-da!
super cute. I really had wanted to finish this square by the end of February, and that just, I got sidelined by that top. So, but it's like, you can see the motif forming now.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I know. I'm still tempted. I still
think you should do it.
Still pondering all of my beautiful cozy cauldron from last time.
I think you should, because also like you could do different background colors. You don't need to like.
That's true.
You could per skein find a contrast color that makes sense, or dye up a contrast color that makes sense.
Yeah,
you are a yarn dyer.
I am a yarn dyer. I could also like be like, these are the 3 background color options.
Yeah,
and just have that.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason.
So then there's still, because I still wanted to like kind of make sense.
Yeah. There's no reason you have to stick to one background color, and then you can do a border at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
There's no rules. You do you.
I think
it could be really cool.
I think so.
As a like, for me, I wanted one background color because I wanted to make a singular decision and then just have a project
and then be done.
Making choices about. Especially since the yarn is the blue is the Farmer's Daughter Farmer. Farmer's Daughter Fibres Sock Squad for 2026, which I think you can still join. I think it's an open club.
Isn't it rolling? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like the little books you can't get, but like
and
everything
you can't
else.
get like the first 3 months of yarn anymore. But I don't know, maybe you can. I don't know the rules. That's not for me to say, but I do think if you're interested, you can still get the yarn going forward. So they send you a skein of yarn, full skein of fingering, and a mini. This is just the full skein. I'm not using the mini. I don't know what I'm going to do with the mini.
What if you made like striped socks with all the minis?
That might have to happen. I really don't have a mini plan.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll sort it out when I get there. I will cross that bridge when I get there. But yeah, it's a Stella Quilt Blanket by Laura Penrose. It's easy. She has a whole YouTube video where she talks through a lot of like questions, like a lot of the questions you are going to have before you start. One of the things she recommends is weaving in your ends as you go, which I am doing, or like as I finish each like little square, because like this is a square. This is its own square. And so on.
Yeah.
And so forth. I'm weaving in my ends as I finish each square because I counted on this motif, there would be like 68 ends.
That's so many.
And I'd rather weave in like 4.
Yeah.
than one day sit down and be like, cool, I have to do 65.
You're like, I will be doing this for 8 hours.
Yeah. And the back doesn't look like it, but I have been weaving in the ends.
You just need to trim them.
I just haven't been trimming them because it's superwash yarn, so I just don't know. And I don't, super long term, I don't know how I'm going to block this or if I'll be able to. So I'm just kind of letting them be long for now. I can always go in and trim them. I also tend to just leave my ends really long. Like if you look in any of my garments, there's like a 2-inch tail. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you do with your blankets? Since I've never actually completed a blanket in superwash yarn, what do you do with your blanket ends?
So I've only done crocheted blankets, like completed them successfully, and I just like crochet in all the ends, and then I do leave a little tail, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think about it. It hasn't been blocked officially, but I have like washed them.
Yeah.
Because I have a child and she's gooey.
Fair. I mean, I'm trying to make the most of my yarn, and so I'm definitely with my contrast color, probably not leaving as long of tails as I would. But I might, if I get bored, go in with a crochet hook and like I have been doing duplicate stitch, so I have been weaving them in to the best of my ability, but I might like go in. Oh God, I'm never gonna do this. Now that I say it, I'm like with the crochet hook and like split. Since I'm holding the yarn double, like split the strands and weave them in different directions.
Nah, you're not gonna do that.
I would pay someone to do that.
I think.
Do you think the cats want a job?
Yeah, cats. I know. I don't know if she's still doing it, but there was a friend who had ends woven was her whole business, and you sent the ends.
I had like emailed her about. I have knit most of
but I know she has a baby now. So.
Yeah, I knit most of like a Redford sweater, which is like a Brooklyn tweed pattern for Brett. It's a fingering weight yarn, and it's pieced and it's seamed, and I've been doing it in dark green yarn, and I started seaming it together, and I was like, I can't. I literally cannot. But that man asks me about that sweater like 3 times a year.
Oh my gosh.
I should just finish it one day. I'm home a lot. I should finish it one day. I should seam it all together. I've got to seam it all together, and I still have to do a collar and like all the ribbing.
Oof. For
some reason, I won't get into it. I should just finish it and not tell him I'm finishing it, and then be like, boom,
surprise!
Here's that sweater.
I do like giving my husband surprise knitwear.
Yeah, he thinks he's never getting this sweater, and I've shoved it in a bag, and it's so deep in the basement. I'm so mad at it. If you want to sew, I think I have the 2 sides of the body sewn together. I think I need to set in the sleeves and sew the sleeves. This is a real ask.
Yes.
I will pay you money to do that for me. That's how badly I don't want to do it. If that's something you do.
Yeah. If you feel real good about that.
Yarnpartypod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Do it.
Just saying. I would do it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you gotta just know. You gotta just know when you're not gonna do something.
When you're not the one.
And those are all the whips I have.
Yay!
Like theoretically, next time you see us, you're gonna see my finished Cosmopolitan tee.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, do we have a little time for what are we reading and watching?
The part we never get to.
The part we never get to?
Because how long? I don't even know how long we've been doing this. I can't see it.
I can't see. It's backwards.
I'm blind. She blind.
She blind.
So we always need to talk about like what are we up to and what are we watching and what are we reading.
I do have one plug before we get into the watching reading.
Oh yeah, let's plug our friends.
Plug. So I am participating in Knit for Food, the 12-hour knit along on April 11th. The fundraiser is benefiting Feeding America, World Central Kitchen, No Kid Hungry, and Meals on Wheels. I wanted to make sure I got all of those names correct.
I think last year they raised like $500,000.
They raised over $500,000 last year. So I'm participating. I'll put my link for donating in the show notes. So if you feel like kicking towards that, I'm trying to figure out, obviously I'm going to knit for 12 hours, but like, am I going to live stream part of it? Am I going to like hang out with people? How am I going to document it? To be determined, but I did join the team for Northwest Wolves, so I will be knitting for 12 hours on April 11th if you want to,
beautiful,
kick into that.
I love that.
So that was my plug. But what are you watching? What are you reading? What are you doing?
What I'm doing is just getting through it, just surviving.
Yeah.
My reading game has been not great. So a few weeks ago, I finished this actually amazing book called We Survived the Night that is written by this guy who is Native American. And really what happened was I rewatched that show North of North on Netflix, which I love and I recommend if you want just like a show that will give you the warm fuzzies. I've described it as like if Schitt's Creek and Gilmore Girls had a baby.
Okay.
And it's like half-hour episodes, and I think there's only 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched it with my sister when I was visiting her, and it's like it's set way up north in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like an all-Indigenous cast. And I just had this moment where I was like, I don't know anything. That's it. Yeah. I went to American public schools, and by design, I was just taught nothing about the Indigenous peoples of North America. Mm-hmm. So I was like, cool, I'm old enough to change that.
Yeah.
I picked up this book called We Survived the Night, and it is partly like an incomplete, but feel like kind of high level view of the history of, Indigenous communities throughout the US and Canada, but also a kind of autobiography and biography of the author, his life, his father's life, his grandfather's life. And it's really cool. It ties a lot of things back to the story of the coyote. Mm-hmm. Within like, I just don't want to say the wrong thing. So
that's fair.
I want to not say a lot because I don't want to, I just don't want to like say the wrong thing when I just don't feel like I have the right language to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
But
good book.
All this to say, good book. I feel like I learned a lot. I ended up buying it as an audiobook and on my Kindle, which was super helpful because there's a lot of words that are just written in like a native dialect that it's like, hey, the way that language uses letters is different than the language I grew up using. So to be able to see the word but also hear the word via audiobook was super helpful because I don't know that I could have like Googled and gotten these answers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I recommend if you have it within your powers to get both versions just so you can sort of cross-reference. But that was amazing. And I love that book. And then I switched to, once I finished that, my reward was a rom-com. Because that book was heavy and it was a lot to think about. And it was like a lot to learn and just a lot to hold in my head. And then I was like, great, I want a light book. Where I have nothing to hold in my head. So I started And Now Back to You, which is the new B.K. Borison book. It is rom-com. I don't know, like the grumpy guy from the radio station and the bubbly weather girl get to fall in love. I hear there's like at some point a just one bed situation, which is one of my favorite romance tropes. But yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Okay.
What are you reading?
So I just finished, this is like the opposite of like good educational.
This is where you find out that Fiona and I are like two sides of the same coin. Like our interests hardly overlap.
Right. If it wasn't for yarn and fashion and music, we have a lot of music in common. Anyway, I just finished Slash Tag by John Kahn. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It is essentially a reality show from hell. So it's all of these disgraced influencers. They have been given the opportunity to be on this reality show that they're saying is like an extreme escape room. But really it is this multimedia conglomerate that has decided to like sacrifice these people live online to feed a demon thing. Anyway, it is super fun. If you are a horror movie girly, there's a lot of like shout out to classic horror movies. It's super funny in places. Like I even texted you. There's like a Love is Blind joke in there, which I was like, I never imagined that this would be here in this book. But anyway, yeah, it's like our main girl, she's a wellness guru and she's trying to survive this like absolutely horrifying haunted house escape room thing. It's great. It's like 440 pages, which I don't normally read really long books like that. And I know the romantic girly is going to be like 400 pages. That's nothing.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
a novella to them.
But like, I like more like sparse kind of prose. I mean, I have an English degree. I've read a lot of, I read a lot of medieval literature. So I'm not here for a lot of fluffy writing these days. So when I saw that it was 400 pages, I was like, but honestly, I could have read 400 more pages of it. It was really good. And now I'm kind of in this kick where I'm really interested in like horror and like technology and like horror and social media kind of coming together. So I just started a book called We Had to Remove This Post by Hannah Burvetz ? But anyway, it's about essentially the people that are like content moderators. It's a novel. It's not, you know, it's not someone's experience, but they're content moderators on social media websites. And some incident has happened where she's like sending a letter to a lawyer about like her side of the story. So
that sounds really cool.
I'm super interested in like where that's going to go. Cause that's kind of like my special like intersection of interests right now. But yeah, that's been me.
Amazing.
Spooky.
I mean, I feel like my reading has slowed down because I'm trying to, in the pandemic, I finally started listening to the podcast Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like ignored it. I can't explain it, whatever. So I showed up late and decided I was going to do it in order. And
are you caught up? Are you still catching up?
I'm still catching up. It's fine because I've a few times just listened to the most recent episodes. I don't care. And I've gone to the live shows. It's fine. But I'm just like, I need to get caught up. Like, I just want to finish this project. And then they started doing their own recap podcast called Good Morning Night Vale that for particularly like interesting to me episodes, I then go listen to the recap podcast. So it's taking me forever. But I also feel like lately I've just been like more listening to Night Vale and not actually sitting down and reading because I just want to finally get there. And I think I'm only in like 2021.
Wow.
So I still have to get there.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I read every single night before I go to bed. And that's been like my routine for a couple of years now. And I told you this before. So I had this moment where I was like, I only read horror and thriller. Like maybe I need to try the romance situation. Like why can I only read these like really horrible things and then fall asleep like a baby? So I tried Done and Dusted. Good old Blue Rebel Ranch. Because I was like, I'm a horse girl. Yeah. Cowboys are hot. I'm here for it. And then there was like a whole arc where like she had a brain injury and like me too, girl, same. So anyway, I was like, I
don't think she gets a brain injury. I think she just falls.
She falls. Oh, she has PTSD from her fall.
Yeah.
Which, same girl. That's what I mean. But anyway, So I was like, cool, this is like up my alley. I started reading it, and then I started having like really weird, vivid nightmares.
Fair.
And I think because my brain was just like, we process things like by reading the spooky book. We process all of your anxiety and PTSD and all of those things by reading the spooky book. And then we have the catharsis of closing the book.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like having that like moment of closing off my own anxiety. And so it was just like the book was so nice and happy. And then so my brain was like, let's party, demons.
You know, Done and Dusted is particularly challenging because as a Rebel Blue Ranch like resident I will say the first book is terrible. It's charming. By the end, you're like, yeah, it's like you're in on the family, you're in on the couple, you're in on the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
But like the book, the writing, the pacing, like the plot, it's bad. And I'm sorry to Lila Sage because I love you, but like.
So I need to try the second one and see if that gives me nightmares.
I would just jump to the second one. Okay. I think you're gonna relate to the second one the most. And I did
finish the whole first one.
Yeah.
I did read the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, I would just try the second one. And maybe you just don't like romance, and that's fine too.
It's just been a weird thing, to read.
And that's okay.
Scary, scary books and then sleep like a baby.
Yeah, you're insane.
A little bit. That's it. That's it. I'm insane.
Are you watching any shows right now?
No, because I don't really have time.
Yeah, that's true.
I listen to podcasts. I'm a big Last Podcast on the Left girly, which is probably surprising to no one. But yeah, I've just been books. Because my kid watches TV, and then by the time she goes to bed, I'm like, I want silence.
That's fair. She does talk a lot.
She does.
Love kid. Yeah. I mean, for all the Love is Blind people out there, if you haven't watched the reunion, I don't know. But I did watch the reunion Wednesday night and scream at my TV a lot. I hate everyone.
Oh, that's good.
Is there anyone I like? I like Vic and Christine, and I wish...
Because they were barely on the show.
And I wish for them to disappear from social media and just have a life unbothered.
Nice, lovely life.
And everyone else, I do not care for.
So this is interesting. If you don't know, when we went on our little... weekend retreat.
It's become tradition on our weekend getaway since we do it around President's Day, which is generally also around Valentine's Day. The new season of Love is Blind drops, and we watch it as a group. Mm-hmm. So we did force Fiona into that, and it's.
So I only saw the first 6 episodes, so now I'm interested because you're like, I hate everyone, and I mean we all hated everyone, but I don't know. I think I need it as like a community activity.
It's like football.
I need to yell at the TV with some girly pops.
I know that there's bars that do this. Like, I do know someone locally who runs like a Real Housewives night at a bar every week.
But like, let's do a Love is Blind one so I can catch up.
Yeah, I want like a weekly, like we're going to go to the bar and like order wings and like scream at the TV.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
That I could do. I could do.
If someone organizes that.
I tried to watch episode 7 when it came out by myself. And I was like, ooh, yay, my show's on. And then I was like, this is really not fun if the girls and I are not screaming at it together.
I should have just had you come over.
I know. We could have just watched it together.
I can send Brett out of the house. You can get takeout.
Yes. Next time.
Season. Don't worry. Over the summer, we'll get to do Boston.
Okay.
Boston. So I finished Love is Blind. I am beginning to wrap up my very long Buffy and Angel tandem rewatch. So you guys are almost done having to hear about it. For the friends that have not known, for the last, honestly, just over a year, I have been rewatching Buffy and Angel, which is the spinoff of Buffy, in such a way that the crossovers line up. Mm-hmm. And then I have wrapped up Buffy. She's done. And then I just have one season of Angel left. So I'm mid last season of Angel, which I'm realizing I somehow never actually saw.
Oh.
I was never like an Angel the Show person to begin with. Mm-hmm. I, despite being a Bangel shipper, if you will, you can't tell me anything about it. It's fine. It's just who I am. I never really got into Angel the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I watched the first definitely a few seasons, but this last season I haven't watched. So it's nice within a universe that you've been in for a long time.
Yeah.
To realize there's more to see. I also put a bunch of the comics on hold at the library. I don't know if I can pick them up, but I put them on hold because I'd like to try.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of feelings. It definitely was crazy to be a middle-aged adult finishing out Buffy, and throughout this year I did a lot of crying, like knowing what I know now, like knowing about grown-up feelings and grown-up circumstances, but also knowing what was coming for the characters and just being like, oh, this is hard to see. So yeah, but I recommend, if you haven't done it, I recommend it. I can send you the link to the blog post that puts them in order. And this is
the next thing Elizabeth is bullying me about.
Trying to bully Fiona into watching Buffy. At least just Buffy. You don't have to include Angel if you don't want to.
Okay.
So you can just do 7 seasons of one show.
That's,
instead of 11 seasons of 2 shows.
Ooh, yeah.
When you get 20 episode seasons, because before Prestige TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is most of my TV time. I'm very slowly making it through Ponies because I'm watching it with my husband and he only wants to watch 1 episode of a TV show.
What's like Ponies?
It's about
literal ponies? No,
yeah.
probably. Really?
No.
I was so excited for a second.
It's on Peacock. It's about these 2 women. It's set in the 70s, so the clothes are perfect, the music's perfect. So these 2 women whose husbands are like spies for like the CIA, and they're living in Russia, and the husbands get mysteriously killed. And these women are like,
what if we
want to know the truth? So they basically like charm their way back into the CIA, and it's sort of like a spy thriller buddy comedy.
That sounds really fun.
Because they're not good at being spies.
Of course not.
Yeah.
They're better at being ponies.
And
horses.
They just like immediately are like almost getting murdered all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's so fun. But yeah, I love Brett to death. But he's
One show at a time.
He's not a
One
TV
day
guy.
at a time. Yeah.
And never has been. Here's the thing. Never was when we started dating and isn't now. So it's hard to like round him up for like the next episode.
Yeah.
At some point, we're so close to being done with it. I might just finish on my own.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then Mad Men is on HBO now.
Oh.
And my algorithm is very attuned to like Instagram Reels level Mad Men think pieces. So I might just hop in and rewatch Mad Men. And I think it would be fun to rewatch the episodes and then go reread the Tom and Lorenzo blog posts. I am clearly going through a thing and I'm just trying to relive 2004 to 2009.
I think so.
Don't know. Can't explain it. That's fine.
That's it.
But yeah, that's the media I'm consuming. If you have shows you like, if you have books you like, I want to know about them.
I want to know about them too, especially if they're spooky.
And I want to know about your trashy reality TV.
Yeah.
Because I love it. I don't even think it's trashy.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Just a good time. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Yarn Party.
Yarn Party.
Thanks for joining us at the Yarn Party. Please like, comment, subscribe, do the thing, interact with this video in some way, shape, or form. Because what that does is it teaches the YouTube algorithm that people want to see this. And then it shows it to other people. And then we get to meet more friends. That's really it. That's it. When we say like, comment, subscribe,
we want more friends.
We want more friends. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for coming to join us. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Okay, bye.